Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. In this video, I am talking about the concept related to requirement traceability matrix. So what it means exactly? So first of all, it will track or validate validate all your requirements or customer requirements through test cases. Okay, so here you can map your test cases map your test cases map your test cases with requirements. So here you can map your test cases with requirements. Okay, so here the main advantage of requirement traceability matrix is maps and traces user requirements is fulfilled or not through test cases. So user requirements fulfill fulfilled execution through test cases or not, or via test cases or not. Okay, so this is about requirement traceability matrix. But how can I do that? So in the requirement traceability matrix we can use some parameters. What are that? So first one is requirement id. So requirement id. Second one is requirement description, and after that test case id. Test case, sorry, 1 minute. Third one is test case. Fourth one is status. Okay, so these are the parameters are used in requirement traceability matrix. So let's say for example I am taking one test case. So test case is nothing but verify the system should allow user and allow to log in allow login to the application when user enter valid username and password. So this is our test case. Okay, so in the test case template, in the case so in the test case template means we have a some columns, right? Yesterday I discussed. One is test case id, test case id, test case, and test data, precondition, and test steps, expected result. Okay, actual result, and after finally result or status. Okay, these are the test case column. So here I can mention test case id is 01. Our test case is this one. Okay, so our test data is email means a at the rate gmail.com. So password is 123. So this is our test data. So precondition is user must have URL of the website. Okay, so this is the precondition. So after the steps, so first step is nothing but enter email. Second step is enter password. Third step is click on login. Okay, So here the expected result is the system should log in to the application. Okay, so the actual result is after executing the test case we will get the actual result. Okay, so the status of the test case is pass or fail. Okay, this is our test case uh, template. Okay, this is our test case template. So after that my requirement about the login functionality is, okay, login functionality is 1 minute. So I will write one requirement about requirement in the requirement document. Let's assume, so this is 1.2 point in the requirement document. The point number is 1.2. So in that point number 2, so one point is there regarding that this valid username and password. The system shall only allowed the system shall allow user to log in when enter username enter valid username and password. Okay, this is one requirement point in my requirement document. So now how to prepare this traceability matrix. Okay, so 1 minute, 1 minute. I will clearly explain about this one. Okay, this is my point. 1.2 is point. Okay, this is the some technical requirement point, right? So my requirement point is 1 or 1.2. My requirement point is 1.2. So here this is my test case example. So now identify the after that I identify the some my technical requirement. Okay, so now I map with my technical requirement. So first of all I map with some I prepare some test case. In the test case document I mentioned like this. So after test case id after test case id I mentioned like this: technical requirement number. So technical requirement in my number is T1.2. Okay, so that's it. So after that my business requirement is, this is my technical requirement document. So in that business document, okay, so what is the requirement? First point is nothing but only valid user to log in the application. Okay, this is my business document. So the finally I will map I'm mapping this all the business document technical requirement with the test cases. So let's what is the final outcome? So first of all you need to mention business requirement. Technical requirement, and after the test case id. So here business requirement is b1. So my first requirement is nothing but b1, right? B1. So I mentioned like this: b1. and after my technical requirement is TR 1.2, right? My test case ID is TC1, right? This is about requirement traceability matrix. So this is nothing but requirement traceability matrix. So once again I am repeating the same topic. So requirement traceability matrix is nothing but map your test cases with the original requirements. So what is the advantage? The advantage is, so to cover all the test cases, to cover all the requirements with your test cases or not. This is the main advantages. So in the requirement traceability matrix, we have a 4 parameters, that is requirement ID, requirement description, and test case and the test status. Okay, so you need to mention like this. So this is my test case. Okay, this is my business document business requirement. So after that, business analyst convert this one into technical requirement point. So I will map both business requirement and technical requirement with test cases. Okay, like this. Okay, this is nothing but requirement traceability matrix. So what is the main advantages? So you can prepare this requirement traceability matrix. Definitely it will cover 100% test coverage. Okay, so there is no missing requirements or missing cases is not there. So whenever you will prepare this requirement traceability matrix, okay, and also it will show like the overall defects and the execution status also. So it is very easily. Okay, so mostly all companies are preparing nowadays requirement traceability matrix along with test cases. Okay, so this is about requirement traceability matrix. Don't worry guys, so in the coming lessons I will take one project, and entire I will explain entire project with this kind of stuff. Okay, so in that case you can get the idea how to prepare the requirement document in real time, and how to prepare the test cases in real time, and how to prepare the test scenarios in real time, and how to apply the software testing techniques in real time as well. Okay, and also I will teach some very important interview questions as well. Okay, so I think today I will finish the software testing tutorial. So in the upcoming lessons you will get a advanced topics like agile environment, scrum methodologies, and some advanced software testing topics also. Okay, this is the basic thing. So once you will watch all these stuff, definitely you will get a job in a software testing. Okay, so the next one is software software testing techniques. Software testing techniques. So we have it two types of techniques is there: white box testing, black box testing. So I already discussed about white box testing. In that white box testing, so many types is there: state coverage is there, branch coverage is there, decision coverage is there, loop coverage is there. So many coverages is there. I already discussed in unit testing level. Unit testing is nothing but a white box testing technique. So you know the code, that is nothing but white box testing technique. So you don't know the code, that is nothing but a black box testing technique. It is completely related to the software testers. So white box testing is completely related to the developers. Okay, so in this techniques we have a boundary value analysis. Second one is equivalence. Equivalence partitioning. Third one is decision table. Decision table. Fourth one is state transition testing. State transition testing. Fifth one also is a use case testing. Okay, these are very important topics, and to start with your career in software testing. Okay, so first of all I am discussing about the topic is boundary value analysis. Boundary boundary value so analysis. Okay, what it means, so how to perform this technique, and also you need to uh, so you need to practice more about this boundary value analysis. So after that you will get a clear idea about this one. Okay, so first of all, boundary value and equivalence partitioning. So I will discuss both. Okay, both I will discuss now. Okay, so let's start with boundary value analysis. So what is nothing but boundary? So here please observe, boundaries means it will test extreme boundaries, boundaries between partitions. So you don't understand this point, right? So extreme ends, like it will test extreme ends. Okay, extreme ends is nothing but start point, end point, and also lower point, upper point, maximum and minimum, just inside values, just beyond values, just outside values. Okay, these are called as boundary values. This type of testing is nothing but boundary testing. Okay, so just here you can focus on, like you can focus on here, you can focus on some graph is there, some graph is there. So this is the A point, so this is the B point. Okay, so the what is the minimum? X is the minimum, this is the minimum, this one is the minimum. Okay, I am calling this X. So and after that minimum minus. Okay, so in this point it is a normal case, it's normal. And after that maximum condition is there, max condition is there, before the maximum, this is the max plus, max plus. This is nothing but boundary. So we are partitioning these values, but in this case you can test the boundaries. How can I do that? So equivalence, in that case I am discussing this point, equivalence partitioning. Both are very important, but some link is there between this boundary value analysis and equivalence partitioning. Okay, so simply say that equivalence partitioning is nothing but you can divide your inputs into partitions, inputs into partitions. Okay, so let's say for example, 1 minute, I am clearing all these things on my board. Okay, so on my board I am clearing all these things. Okay, that's it. So here one text box is there, one text box is there. Actually it will accept 10 numbers only. Okay, 10 numbers only. So here the test condition is, the main conditions is you cannot enter above 10. Okay, above 10. The next condition is nothing but, so you cannot enter 0. Okay, you cannot, and you can enter 1 to 10, valid condition. And also 3-digit number is not allowed. So these are the test conditions actually. So these are the test conditions actually. So now I am preparing the, so I am divide this conditions into partitions. Okay, so first of all I am taking invalid condition. So what is the invalid condition? 0, right? So after that valid condition 1 to 10. After that invalid condition, what are the invalid condition? So 11 to 99. Okay, so one more invalid condition is there, that is nothing but 100. 3-digit number is not valid. So here this one is one partition, this one is another partition, this one is another partition. Here we have three partitions, sorry, 1 2 3 4 partitions. Okay, so this is nothing but, these sets is nothing but equivalence partitions or equivalence classes. Okay, so here you can pick only one value from each partition for testing. So here I am taking 0, here I am taking 1, here I am taking 99, here I am taking 100. That's it, the testing is done. So if in case, if one condition is fail, so other condition, that partition is also fail. So please remember it. So at least you can fail one thing here, so the other things also fail. Okay, so coming to the boundary value analysis, here some partitions is there. Okay, so in this case you need to check boundary values. So what is the lower bound? 0. What is the next one? 10. 1. After that the next one is 10. 0 comma 1 comma 10. After that the next boundary value is 11. So after that 99. So after that 100. That's it, your testing is done. So in this case you need to check 0, 1 to 10 numbers and 11 to 99. You can pick any one of the number, but in the boundary value analysis you need to check at only boundaries. So here in the partitions the first boundary is 0, lower bound is 0. So after that 1 10, there is the two boundaries, you need to check only 1 and 10, and after that 11 and 99, after that 100. Okay, so here I mentioned like some partitions like 0 1 10 11 and 99, 11 and 99 and 100, but you need to check here both valid and invalid boundaries as well. Okay, this is also boundary value analysis is also called as range checking. So it is very boundary value analysis and equivalence partition is closely related. Okay, it can be used all levels of testing as well. Okay, so I am taking another one example for understanding purpose. Okay, so I am erasing these kind of things. So first of all, this one is a enter password field. Okay, this one is a submit button, this one is submit button. So here password field accept 5 characters and maximum is 10. Minimum is 5, maximum is 10. Okay, so what it means, the password accept 0 to 5 and 6 to 10 and 11 to any number is not acceptable, right? So my partition is 0 to 5, one is my 0 to 5 is one partition, and 6 to 10 is my partition, and 11 to 100 is another partition. So here I am taking three partitions, 1 2 3. Okay, so this is the valid, this is the valid, this is the invalid. Okay, this is the valid and this is the valid. So but this is the equivalence partitioning, so I am partitioning that one, that's it. This is the equivalent classes or equivalence partitioning. But what is the boundary value analysis? Here I am taking boundary values. How can I take it? So first of all I am taking 0 low value. Okay, So the valid one is 0 to 10, right? So here I am taking any order, like I am taking after that 1, okay, after that 3, and after that exit value 9 and 10. Edge value is 9 and last number is 10. And at the same time I am checking invalid ones 11 and 100. These are the my boundaries values. Okay, so 0, you need to enter 0 here, and after that 1, after that 3, after that 9, after that 10, after that 11, after that 100. You need to test these boundaries. Okay, this is nothing but boundary value analysis, and the upper one is I divided into 3 partition, so you can choose any number between them, so you can test that partitions as well. That is nothing but equivalence partitioning and boundary value analysis testing. Okay, so this is the information about equivalence and boundary value analysis, and after that I am discussing about the topic is related to decision table testing. Okay, so what it means? So it is also a software testing technique. So we have a sometimes we have a different type of combinations is there. Okay, in that behavior we need to check system behavior as well with this different combinations with system behavior. So in this case you need to check combinations. I'm writing shortcut combinations plus system behavior. What it means? System behavior means output. Simply say that output. Okay, so this decision table captured in on tabular form. Okay, so decision table is also known as cause effect. Okay, so in the decision table you need to mention some tabular form. Like in that case you can mention inputs. Okay, after that cases, conditions is there. Okay, so these conditions are indicated true or false. Please remember this one, true or false. True or false. So a decision table check all possible combinations regarding of condition testing. Okay, so by using this decision table testing, testers also identify the missed conditions as well. So here I am taking one example. What is that? Wait, guys. I'm erasing all these things every time. Okay, so now I'm taking one email. Okay, password and login. Email, password, login. This is the one login functionality. This is the login screen. Okay, so now I'm assuming true or false test conditions. I'm assuming my test conditions. Both are true. Okay, both are true. And click on this login button, user will log into the application, right? So what is the first test condition? Correct username, okay, correct password, and click on login button. So I'm converted into the true, right? So invalid username and invalid password and invalid login is false. Okay, so whenever enter this type of condition, so immediately it will tell some error message. I am denoted as a E, and false condition is denoted as F, and true condition is denoted as, okay, T, and final result is uh, dashboard screen, right? Dashboard screen or home screen. So I am denoted as a D. Okay, so now I am preparing the I'm preparing the decision table. I'm preparing the decision table. So here I am covered all the cases. Okay, so let's say, so in the decision table you need to mention already told conditions, rules or cases. That's it. So I am taking like condition rule 1. Okay, so in this case username, password and output. So here username is fail, invalid. I am taking invalid, and also password is fail. The output is E. E means I already said error message. So after that rule number 2. So here username is true and password is false. What is the output? E, error message. Rule number 3. So here username is fail, password is correct, error message displayed. After that rule number 4. Okay, so both are true, dashboard screen is displayed. Rule number 5, blank. Okay, blank, error message. So this is the decision table. Okay, this is the decision table, right? So you need to apply this technique in different type of functionalities. That functionality contains some combinations. Okay, the combination format you can apply wherever that combination is available. You can apply this technique on that functionality, right? So this is about a decision table testing. So what is the main advantages of decision table is you can test all the combinations, you can cover all the conditions, and also some complex business logic also is there. You need to, in that case also you can cover 100% test covers through this is decision table testing. Okay, the next one is state transition testing. Okay, so the next one is state transition testing. What it means? So same, some input condition is there. Okay, so input condition and state changes and output changes. Based on, you can apply some inputs, immediately some output is coming, right? So the input conditions I am taking and some output changes is also there in the application. Okay, so the main advantage of this state transition testing is you can analyze the behavior of your application, and also you can test positive and negative test values. Okay, so some transitions is there, you can test different type of transitions. So the big question is when to use state transition. Okay, so your functionality your functionality, finite set of values, finite set of input values, in that case you can use state transition testing. Okay, so how to do that? So in the state transition testing we have some uh, steps is there, some components is there, like first one is states, second one is a transition, some symbols also is there, don't worry. So events, okay, actions. Okay, these are the components in state transition testing. So I am taking on our real-time example like ATM. Okay, so let us consider like ATM system is there. So if user enters a invalid password 3 times, so what it will happen? Okay, so state transition testing is very important thing. So whenever user have multiple finite set of combinations, you can use this state transition testing. Please remember that point. So I already told some four components. So what is the symbol means? State represent. Okay. The next one, transition represents. Okay. So the next one, event represents. Event represents some box. Okay. Events represent some box. And after that, actions. Actions nothing but one big box. Actions is nothing but some big box. Okay. So how can I implement? I already told some scenario. So whenever user enter 3 times invalid password, what will happen? So immediately account will be locked, right? So I am start with my transition state start. Okay, start. So in that case, first try, first try. Okay. So what is this? This one. Okay, first component start, start, start is there. The first try is there. Okay, in this case, first try. So before that, if in case in the state user enter correct password, what will happen? The first try. Okay, first try correct pin. This is the event, right? Correct pin. So immediately access granted. Access. You can use this box here. Okay. So after that, user entered some invalid pin. You can use this one, this box here. Okay. So after the second try. Okay. So in that case, user enter correct password. Immediately it will trigger to this one. Okay. Access granted. So the third step is there. Third try is there. Okay. So incorrect pin. Same. Incorrect pin. So immediately in that case, user enter correct password, immediately it will point to the correct pin and access granted. But in this case, user enter again incorrect pin, access is blocked. Access is blocked, you can use this box here. Okay, this is the state. So whenever user enter the correct pin, he is moved to the access granted state. And if a user enter the correct wrong password, he will move to the next try, next try, next try up to third time. And in the third stage, account will be blocked. Okay. So this is the designing for state transition. This is the state transition diagram. And also we need to design some state transition table as well. Okay. I am designing in this notepad. So first of all, I am denoted S1. S1 is start, right? S2 is S2 is first attempt. First attempt. S3 is second attempt. S3 is second attempt. S4 is third attempt. S5 is access granted. S6 is denied or blocked, right? So here, so what it means? Start. Start means what? Start means what? S5. So if in case user enter both, okay, user enter both, start S5 correct pin. So S5 means correct pin, incorrect pin. So here two stages is there. So first one is correct, incorrect. Okay. So in this case, you need to mention S5. So S5 means granted. You can enter. So correct pin, it will grant the access. But in this case, you can incorrect the password, immediately it will go to the next step, first attempt, S2. Okay, after that, after first attempt, so you will enter the correct password, directly it will go to the S5 state. So you can enter the incorrect password again, it will go to the S3 state. So in the next step, so S5 correct password, in the next step go to the S4. It's very simple, guys. You can do to design a state transition table, state transition table and a state transition diagram is very easy. So you can, third attempt you can enter correct password, it will go to the granted state, otherwise in the incorrect password it will go to the S6 blocked state. Okay, so this is about a state transition table. Okay, state transition table. And also I am designing the same thing in correct password and as well in the field of enter username and password, same. Okay, first of all, one username and the password is there. Whenever user click on this button, it will log in. So whenever user enter 10 times, so it will go to the lock state. The first stage is start. Okay, so it will go to the login. Okay, so otherwise it will go to the, and it will go to the enter the retry. So if in case it will go to the login stage, so otherwise it will go to the next step. So after, in this case you can point out this login page again and again. Okay, this is the designing process for state transition diagram and state transition table. Okay, I am assuming you are understanding the concept as well. Okay, the next concept is use case testing. It is very simple. Use case testing, it is very simple. So I'm explaining directly here. I'm erasing all these things. So here, what is use case testing? Use case testing I already told, but I'm again telling this in this class. Okay, so use case testing identify the test cases and cover the entire system on the transactions, start to end point. Okay, so here please observe user interactions and user interactions on software applications. You can design use cases based on the test cases interactions between users and software. Okay, that is nothing but use case testing. Use case testing mainly focuses on identify the gaps in the software application. Okay, that is not found in the testing individual of software components. So let's say I am taking one example, email and password. Okay, some email is there and password is there and login button is there. Okay, so here some use case is there. Whenever user enter invalid password 4 times, account will be locked. Okay, so here I am designing my use case. I'm designing my use case. So here main scenario, main scenario, steps, description. Okay, here I mentioned A is nothing but actor, and S means system. Please remember this point. So in the step means 1. So A means actor. So actor means me. Me is a actor on the application. So what I do? So here I am enter some username and password. After enter the password and click on the login button, system validate. Okay, so if in case both username and password correct, so what is the third step? So here the third step is access the home page. So after that some steps is there. Okay, some steps is there, like, so here the valid password, right? Validate the password, right? So some 2A conditions. If in case user entered invalid username and password, immediately it will uh, display message and ask for retry uh, retry and enter the password again. In this case it can display some message. So after that, after uh, exceed the attempts, it will close. So this is the simple thing. Use case testing is nothing but you need to enter your use cases in real time. So what is user expectations? Okay, so by using these use cases you can test the entire applications easily. So actor is me and s means system. So whenever user enter username and password, so immediately system validate that username and password. If it is correct, it will give the access. So otherwise immediately it will take, please retry. So that I mentioned in the 2a point. After the 2b, so limits is exceed, so it will close or lock that account. So this is the use case. This is the use case, one use case on invalid cases, and as well as it will cover both valid cases. So in this case, in the use case, you can cover through valid case and invalid case as well. Okay. So this is the main advantages. So you can cover and also all test conditions and also cover the 2 or 3 cases in one use case. So that is the advantages for use case. It is also known as a brief description of particular functionality or particular case. Okay, that this is about use case testing, state transition testing, decision table testing, equivalence partitioning testing, and boundary value analysis testing, and also requirement traceability matrix. Okay, so this is the complete tutorial about software testing. So in the later sessions I will discuss advanced concepts. Okay, please subscribe to my channel and like my video and share with your friends. Okay, thank you.